Hello and welcome to
A Couple Codes.
My name is Cody.
And my name is Emily.
Last time we talked to you guys, we said we were going to start a business. So we've been working on that for the past 2 weeks, and we're going to give you an update on what specifically we've been working on.
We have been building out our website. So we currently have a small functioning website, but I'm working on designing it and building out a couple pages worth of content. And as I'm finishing each page on Figma, Cody is translating it into code and actually building the site.
In addition to that, we've been figuring out some of the business logistics. So we're finalizing contracts with a lawyer, and we're also looking to work with an accountant to figure out how we should set up our accounts and the potential tax implications of that.
So as we have been building out our website, we've been learning more about SEO, search engine optimization.
We're actually learning a bit more about on-page search engine optimization as opposed to off-page. So on-page is how do you set up the HTML to help search engines to efficiently crawl your website and gather the information that they need to provide the results to people using Google and Bing and that kind of stuff.
Versus off-page. What's that?
Off-page is doing things like getting okay, wait. Go ahead. Off-page is doing things like link building, which is essentially kind of getting some references to your website and having guest posters, having blog posts being written on a regular schedule, things like that. So this is focused on the code of the website for on-page that we're specifically looking at. But yeah, we've been learning a lot over the past 2 weeks. Definitely supplements the Odin project and puts it in a bit more of a real context and a specific context. So Em, has there been anything particularly interesting to you that you've learned about?
Yes, we've been learning about how to use Google PageSpeed Insights, which gives you metrics on Google Core Web Vitals, which are performance, accessibility, search engine optimization, and best practices. So you can copy and paste a URL in, and it'll give you a score for each of those areas. So that's been really fun to play with, and we've been putting our own website into it as we've been building it. And if you don't score perfectly for any of those areas, then they'll tell you specifically what you can do to fix your website. So we've also just been plugging in different websites that we come across, like different businesses that we go to and stuff like that. We are specifically interested in working with small local businesses for their websites. So we've been learning a lot about how we can reach the highest scores possible for these, and especially the mobile performance. That way they can have really fast websites to retain customers and also help them to rank higher on Google search rankings. What has been interesting that you've been learning?
So I think it's interesting learning about how you optimize the HTML and specifically different elements that you can use. So one in particular is something called picture. It's an element that you essentially put an image element inside, and then you can have multiple sources to divert what image specifically you're going to use based off of something like the width of the viewport. And that's handy for optimizing for mobile, because you can have a cropped smaller image of the image that you're going to display that will be faster for loading on mobile because it's smaller. Stuff like that. There's other things like lazy loading and that kind of stuff that is also focused around image optimization and how you're displaying images. So I thought that stuff has been pretty cool.
One other thing that has been really fun is learning how to use Figma for web design and just learning some basic web design principles. And it's been really neat to build the design and learn about different spacing practices, but then to also translate all of that from Figma to code has been just really exciting and fun.
So it's a bit more of front end work that we're specifically focusing on, and that kind of interaction between designer and developer to create the front end.
Well, that is all that we have for today. So we are excited to keep you all posted on the progress of our business. We hope you all are doing well. Feel free to say hi in the comments and let us know about your own coding journeys. And if you like our updates, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you'd like to follow along.
Thanks for tuning in to
A couple codes.